Well, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Being on Thursday, the 29th of January, 2026, time for Science TV Prime News. My name is Chris Mololo. Our sign language interpreter is Irene Chebiwot, and here are our top stories tonight. We begin in Baringo, where more than 400 persons with disabilities in the county have received wheelchairs and other mobility aids through a 3-day outreach program coordinated by Hope Mobility. The initiative is designed to restore dignity, independence, and mobility for people living with disabilities across the county. Baringo County continues to report a significant number of individuals affected by disabilities resulting from snake bites, crocodile attacks, conflict-related injuries, lifestyle diseases, and children with cerebral palsy. The program seeks to ease these challenges by providing essential assistive devices to those in need. Communities around Lake Baringo, as well as in Baringo North and Baringo South sub-counties, were the most impacted and were prioritized during the outreach, ensuring that the most vulnerable residents gain access to critical support.
Number of people living with disability. These are attributed mainly because of, one, the issue of insecurity, where we have many people who have been amputated because of the bullets. There is the element of the madenge tree here, which actually has caused many people to be crippled.
The statistic right now is that 1 in every 10 persons has a disability. You could say the diet, environmental causes, and also the fact that people are living longer is attributing to the many rising cases of disabilities.
So, mobility wametugusa watu kama caregivers mostly, kwa sababu caregivers ni watu wenye wako 24/7 kwa huyo mtoto. Huwezi enda pali, huwezi kumwachia mtu.
I always say that it's true that your deepest passion comes from your deepest pain. My deepest pain and struggle gave me this passion to serve people with disability. And so we are here in Kenya. We started Home Mobility Kenya a few years ago, and we have a team of qualified professionals who do wheelchair sittings because we know that wheelchair is a very important part of an individual.
President William Ruto today officially launched the Nyota Fund program in Kisii County, increasing financial and skills support to Kenyan youths across the region. The initiative targets both students who failed and those who passed their exams, aiming to provide opportunities for entrepreneurship and skills development. During his speech, President Ruto pledged to construct new markets and empower 800,000 youths with startup capital to establish their own businesses. He highlighted that the fund would also sponsor 90,000 youths, providing 36,000 shillings each to acquire skills in areas of their choice. The president further assured support for youths interested in juakali trades, masonry, and building, emphasizing the government's commitment to practical skills development as a pathway to economic independence and employment.
Apata bahati ya kwenda shule, ama alifika standard 8, ama hakumaliza form 4, ama alimaliza form 4 hana ujuzi na hana kazi, sio makosa yake. Na ndio sababu serikali ya Kenya lazima ipange ajira, ipange biashara ya wale waliopita mtihani na wale hawakupita mtihani pia lazima tuwapangie maisha yao tuweze kusonga mbele pamoja.
In other news, Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro has raised concerns that the planned sale of 15% of government-owned Safaricom shares could deprive Kenyans of greater financial gains. Nyoro argues that selling the shares at 204 billion shillings undervalues the company, while the government could potentially earn 150 billion shillings more if the sale were opened to international investors. Speaking at a meeting with young politicians in Embu Town, Nyoro alleged that there may be a scheme by senior government officials to purchase the shares at a lower price. He warned that such a move would undermine the transparency and fairness of the transaction. Nyoro also compared the situation to the recent Kenya Pipeline share sale, where a small group of influential individuals was allocated 20 to 25% of the shares, raising concerns about favoritism and public exclusion from profitable opportunities.
Hii watu ya serikali, mimi nauliza kwa heshima. Hii share ya Safaricom, mimi sitaitikia muuze kama panga ambayo imekatika. Lazima muweke hiyo kampuni, watu wote waweke bidii zao, Wakenya wanufaike kwa pesa ambayo ni mingi. However, if you feel that you are not going to be answerable to the people of Kenya, I am going to share the phone numbers of directors of Vodafone. There is a Kenya Pipeline shares that are being sold through an IPO now. You go back to where you are in a meeting, trying to think you are allocating 20 to 25% on something you are calling regional investors. And you are talking about Uganda. The people in government who want to buy Kenya Pipeline shares, don't call yourself a regional investor based in Uganda. We know you, it is you.
Lastly, the Teacher Service Commission, that's TSC, has emphasized its collaboration with other government agencies to ensure the safety of teachers working in high-risk areas, including northern regions of the country. TSC chairperson Jamlek Muturi, speaking to journalists at Makueni Boys National School during the launch of a recruitment drive, said the government has already deployed officers to Garissa to engage teachers following a recent terrorist attack that claimed the life of a teacher. Muturi explained that the recruitment exercise aims to fill vacancies left by departing teachers, ensuring that schools in vulnerable areas continue to operate without disruption, and that new hires can replace positions left vacant due to safety concerns.
Has sent a team of senior officers to Garissa County to engage with the teachers and assess the situation on the ground. The team will offer the necessary support required by the affected teachers. Once again, the Commission strongly condemns the heinous and cowardly act, which has not only robbed a young teacher of his dear life, but also undermines the right to education, peace, and security of teachers and learners alike. We are replacing the teachers who have left the commission. So if a teacher has left, for example, Makueni Boys, math physics, we are replacing the teacher math physics in that school. So we are only replacing where the vacancy has arisen from the exit.